Okay, so this story time is about the bill collector, right? So when I was about like 23 years old, I think it was like from 18. I think I got my first credit card at like 18, 19, somewhere around there. I'm gonna say it was 19, right? So I got my first credit card, and I realized I had good credit. Baby, I was getting credit cards everywhere. I had a Visa card, Old Navy card. It was a company called Newport News. It was some other card I had. I don't think it was. I think it was Spiegel magazine, something like that. And it was somebody else I had a card with. I can't remember right off the bat. But okay, the Newport News one is the one I'm about to tell you about, right? So the bill collector, like, this is back in the day where like bill collectors would really be on one. Like, they would either call, have a real cool laid back voice and pretend like they like one of your friends, and then boom, hit you with the whole bill thing. Or someone was like, if someone was rude. And the one I'm about to tell you about was mad rude, right? So Newport News called me. I'm off in college. I ain't really thinking about all this stuff or whatever. So finally I come home, I get this phone call, and the girl was like, well, can I speak to, Mo, whatever. And I was like, yeah, this is her, whatever. And she's like, well, I'm Krista from Newport News. And I'm like, I'm 2 payments behind. I don't want to have this conversation because at the time, like, I ain't had no money. Like, look, back, I don't know about now, but back then, when college kids was broke, like, that was broke. Okay, so I said, okay, well, hey, how are you? And then she got to talking about like my credit, my credit history, and I said, okay, well, yeah, I'm on my second payment behind. So she had this real thick Jersey accent. I wish I could imitate it, but I can't, right? So she was like, yeah, you're 2 payments behind, and how you gonna catch this up? So I told her straight up, I ain't got it. So she was like, what do you mean you don't have it? I said, I ain't got it. Just straight up. I didn't go into all that talking about, well, I've been doing this and the third, or I just told her straight up, like, look, I ain't got it. Well, how we gonna work out a payment arrangement? This is what Chris said. How we gonna work out a payment arrangement? I was like, you can't. I don't have it. So she was like, well, what are you doing? This is what she said. What are you doing with your life? I said, I'm going to school. So she was like, well, I find it real funny that you can go to school, but you can't pay your bills. Let's talk about responsibilities. I'm like, well, hold on. Did this lady just do me one of them? So at the time, I wasn't really like as witty as I was. Like now I'm witty. I'm good with comebacks, everything. Back then, baby, she had me stoned. So I was shook. I was like, what do you mean talk about responsibilities? I'm going to college, that's responsible. So she was like, but you can't pay your bills? I said, cause I don't have it. How many college students got money? So she was like, well, maybe you should have thought that before you got your cards. I said, I missed 2 payments. I paid everywhere else, but I ain't paid this one. So she was like, well, I'm looking at your report, and you're XYZ amount of years old, and you're too young for this type of debt. I didn't have the type of debt when I was your age. And I was like, good for you. What do you want me to say about it? Good for freaking you. So she was like, how far along you in college? Right then and there, I should just cut the lady off. I didn't do it. I just kept going on with the conversation, right? I told her I'm in my senior year. And she said, well, how we gonna pay this debt? I said, I just told you I don't have it. Do you not know what I don't have it mean? We can talk about this all day long. I still don't have it. So, because at this point, it wasn't no point in me like being cordial or nothing like that. So she was like, she said something in between. I can't remember quite what she said, but it was something smart. And she said, you know what I would do if you were my daughter? And I said, my dumb tail. I said, what? I'd make you drop out of school. I said, I wish I would drop out of college. She said, yeah, I'll make you drop out of school because you got all these bills. You need to pay all these bills. So what are you going to do? I said, lady, this is my last semester. Now, I don't know what you're doing with your life, nor do I care, but I'm about to walk across the stage. So she was like, you need to make some decisions. What do you want to do? And I said, walk across the stage. I said, I'd be a whole idiot to spend 4 years, get to the 4th year, get to this institution and decide, oh, boom, let me drop out of school for $300. So she was like, well, you need to work out some type of payment arrangement. I said, lady, get off my phone. So at this point, I don't know what happened between get off my phone and this lady being on 10. But before I know it, me and this lady was literally arguing. Then I thought about that thing. I said, nah, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to tell you just like this. You pressed about that bill that bad, you pay it. So she was like, well, it's not my responsibility. I said, well, as of now, it ain't mine neither. My responsibility is what? Walking across that stage, and that cap and gown is going to look real lovely on me. So I got off the phone. I just hung up on the lady. No, wait a minute. I'm skipping something. She said something about, it was something about, I know she went back over the payment arrangements. And then she was saying something about she can report this to another agency or some crap like that. And I was like, take it up there. Do what you got to do. And for me, I was like, I'm to this day, I have never had a bill collector play me like that. I'm talking about me and this woman went toe to toe. Because I got to the point where I was telling her, I said, well, you feel like I owe you personally. So she from Jersey, I'm from Mississippi, and like I was petty, right? So I said, what you gonna do? I said, hold on, let me see if I can get that Jersey accent. I can't do it. Hold on, let me see. I hear it in my head, but I can't. I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up. I ain't even, look, forget about it. I'm not even gonna waste my time. So listen, I said, what you gonna do? You gonna send the mafia after me? That what you gonna do? You a big shot? You a kingpin? What are you? You gonna send them? What you gonna do? Send the mafia after me? Cause this lady got to the point where she was talking like she about to send folks after me. Like it was. I mean, I wish I would have been on the phone. Listen, the woman was like flipping out. Like you would have thought that this money came out of her pocket personally, right? And I'm just sitting there refusing to pay this woman back. So at that point, I'm just sitting there like, a part of me is shocked because I've never had a bill collector to do me one of them before. Trust me, that was the first and last one. I know I ended up like, not at that moment paying it off, but I ended up paying it off eventually. But the woman was like, yeah, my name is Crystal and this is my extension. I said, what's your extension again? Oh, I'm sorry, my name is Brianna. I said, Nick, you just said your name was Crystal. Pick one. I guess she thought I was going to turn it in or something. At the time, I wasn't really thinking about it. Because I was just so floored at the fact that this woman was talking about, this woman legit sat here and told me, if I was her child, I need to make a decision. Then she turned around and told me, no, you need to make a decision. What are you going to do? And I'm like, what idiot is going to sit here and leave school, drop out in the last semester to pay a bill that's $300? So basically she was trying to imply, okay, I need to get a job. And wasn't. Y'all was nut jobs that gave me the darn card knowing I had no income. I was legit. I mean, I told them straight, baby, look, when I applied, I didn't type no numbers in. No folks just ran my credit and that was it. I mean, you know, times are different now, but I'm just thinking about that. I got mad all over again. That happened like 20 something. That one was a whole idiot. And I told her, I said, look, if you are stuck in your whole life being just a call center person, that's your problem. But me, I walk across that stage. I don't know what else to tell you. If I don't get a job in my field, I get something. But calling people harassing folk for money ain't mine ain't an option. To this day, it ain't an option. So that's just one of my story times. I mean, me and her didn't get nowhere because eventually I just hung up on her later. But it was the fact that if I was like as witty now, I mean, well, if I was as witty then as I am right now, baby, I'd have gave that woman a heart attack and a headache at the same time. A headache and a heart attack at the same time. Because like bill collectors from that point on, baby, if they was talking crazy, I get them a run for their money. I don't do it now. I just pay the bills. The phone don't even hardly ring unless it's, excuse me, hold on. The phone don't hardly ring unless it's somebody I know. Hold on, let me take this out. Unless it's somebody I know. So, you know, I don't really owe nobody nothing, thank God, just necessities. But it was like that woman literally tried to, it was like the woman was talking crazy. I'm telling you, if y'all had been on the phone, y'all would have thought that woman had the mafia coming after me. I said, okay. Let them ride down south over a credit card if they bad enough. But we already know it wasn't going to happen. It was just, you know, just her trying to talk crazy. And I guess, you know, back then, you know, that company, I think they got sued a couple of times too. But they're trying to use these scare tactics. I'm like, you can't scare me. Okay. Keep thinking I'm finna give you my money. I just told you I didn't have it. If I get $1 in my pocket right now, when I'm referring to back then, right now, it wasn't going to them. And when I did come to some money, I wasn't studying them for. I paid them for when I felt like it. But then it was like when somebody called back the second time, I got like a totally different representative, and that was cool as heck. But for me, I was like, what? So, knowing her, the lady, you know, phone calls are monitored and recorded. 9 times out of 10, the heifer got fired for that incident. But I know hold on. I know tactics change. There's got a little bit of water up in here. Hold on. I know that tactics change and they can't really harass you like that. But that woman, ooh, baby, she sent me to the moon, honey. Anyway, so that's my story time. You know, it's nothing goofy or nothing like that. It's just bill collector 101. So talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.